Let's talk about toys. Growing up like any other kid, there were a ton of toys that I wanted. Now I'm not saying that I'm going to always resent my family or that I'm bitter, but I am. But I thought of something that I haven't thought of in years. Mr. Bucket. Now I don't know if you remember Mr. Bucket, but the song went, I'm Mr. Bucket, you stick your balls in my mouth, I'm Mr. Bucket. That's not how the song was, but that's how I remember it. The fun part was he would spit balls out, you would run around with a poop scoop and try to pick them up and put them into his head. Now the challenge was he was kind of going like this, like a chick trying to cover her hair in a heavy drizzle. First I thought to myself, that is hilarious. And then I thought about how bad I wanted to put my balls in his mouth. And then this kind of unlocked all the memories I had as a child with the Toys R Us big toy book, circling everything in there like I was actually going to get it. Okay, I'll be fair. Yes, I got a Ball Zerko, a Game Boy Color, a used Game Boy Color. And the only reason I got to play Perfection was because my cousin had one. Shout out to Alicia. But do you know some things that I never got? GAC, Floam, and Power Wheels. But do you know the thing that hurt the most? I never got Nick Magazine. Now I don't know if anybody else did this, but the second the commercial came on, I was immediately locked in. And the second it went off, me and my cousin would go and find the nearest thing taller than us. It could have been my mother, my grandmother, my cat on the table. I just needed somebody to pick up the phone. But one time in particular, my grandfather was the closest thing. We took instruction from the commercial and said, Nick Magazine, please. And like any adult, when the child approached him, he immediately shut down. We went on to explain how you get 6 magazines for $9.97. And he said the most amazing thing ever. Go get the number and I'll call them. Giddy's two little gay lambs, we scampered off and waited for the commercial to come back on. Needless to say, we never got Nick Magazine. Now about 14 years later, I have decided, nay, pledged, that I will get everything I ever wanted as a child. I'm going to get those 6 magazines. I'm going to get Dragonflies. And by Joe, I'm going to get Mr. Bucket. And if he spits those balls out of his mouth, I'm going to pick them up. And it's going to be buckets of fun. Unless I can't find one or I forget. So is there something that you wanted since you were a kid that you got or you plan to get? If so, let me know and we can obsess over it together. So, yeah. I'm Mr. Bucket.